the problem with it is you're putting too much pressure on this Captain America movie because it's already you're following up from the greatest superhero trilogy ever. Let's say this movie comes out and it's a mid to trash. You're not gonna hear the end of it. It's gonna be like, man, I miss the old Captain America. Bring Steve Rogers back. This and the third. You putting basically Anthony Mackie and Sam Wilson out there to die at that point.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
God, we should walk away from this.
Hold on. If I were to do this, if I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver?
You don't. But I can.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and for those who've been living on a rock, I'm sure you know this by even the clips I put in this video. Captain America Brave New World official teaser has dropped, and it gave the release date and also gave snippets and stuff like that. This looks kind of, I ain't gonna lie, Kevin got me, okay? I kind of doubted him, you know what I mean? With the clip in the beginning, I kind of doubted him, but it's like, bro, this needs to be good, okay? This needs to be good, all right? And there's some things I wanted to talk about related to the footage we saw and not related. And if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and stuff. But I'm not gonna bog you down with all that stuff. It looks fire, alright? And the main critique I had, the main worry I had was we need Sam Wilson to stand on business, okay? And it shows glimpses and hints of that, okay? We need Sam Wilson to be like, hey, I'm Captain America, deal with it, okay? And you saw that towards the end where he's like, oh, you're Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers, stuff like that. And he's like, I'm not, because I can do this. You know what I mean? And you saw him going supersonic with the suit. And I like the helmet, where it's like he's like a Air Force pilot, because he's going so fast. Like, you know, in the comics, he'll be out there with some goggles on and can just go, you know, and start flying and stuff like that. That's not how, you know what I mean, unless you're a superhero, you know, like he's just a regular man. You can't really do this. I like how it has like the Air Force mixed with the full suit. The full suit looks gas. Like, I love the white and the blue, but this black and blue type version, like his Winter Soldier version suit, looks fire, especially with the helmet. It's fire. And it would be cool if one, if it's like he could change the color of the outfit depending on what you need. I think that'd be cool because it's like Honda tech, right? They need to in the movies. Hopefully they clarify, is the full suit vibranium or is it just the wings? Because if it's the full suit vibranium, then like he's kind of OP, you know what I mean? He kind of. I know he's a regular man, but like think of a regular man in a vibranium outfit that can fly like at least a few like Mach 10. You know what I mean? Like Mach 10, but like few G's. You know what I mean? You know how crazy that is. Indestructible metal. You saw him cutting through jets and stuff like that on the trailer. That'd be fire if his full suit of vibranium, because it kind of adds to like he is a regular dude, but like he'll still like, you know, beat your ass. You know what I mean? I like how just the whole suit, like they got the suit down back. My only concern is the writing, okay? If they're doing like this espionage, like Ross is trying to become president, stuff like that. I'm very intrigued on where this is trying to go, because like it's very interesting seeing the way they're going. They're taking Sam as a character throughout this journey, because it's like he did serve in the military. You know what I mean? He had more of a positive outlook than like, you know, Captain America. Well, Captain America had a positive outlook also, but it was more in terms of like his point of view was different from Steve Rogers, because Steve Rogers came from like, you know, the propaganda, serve your country type shit, blah 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 blah. And Sam Wilson's more like the modern day of that, where he's like, he went to the military, he did the Falcon training stuff and did that as like a, you know, he was part of that program. And so it's interesting seeing how like he saw both sides of like him when he was serving in the military, what he did, and then also what happened with Captain America, how they was on the run and stuff like that. How like, you know, the government be shady. And so obviously and what they did with the Shield and Falcon and the Winter Soldier definitely adds to that. Was like, you gave them the shield, they're gonna, you know, preserve it in this museum so no one should have it, and then they give it to someone else to pretend to be Captain America, right? Which led to a whole cluster later on, right? And so it's interesting to see now how like Thunderbolt Ross is trying to become president. He's trying to like ban the government with Captain America again, even though we know Ross is up to no good, because he's Ross. He's been an asshole since Incredible Hulk, you know what I mean? And you see that at the end when he's like Red Hulk, and we want to know how he turned into that. Like, did he experiment on himself? Did the leader who you saw a glimpse of in the trailer, did he experiment on him? How did he get to become Red Hulk? Also, my only thing with this is, if you're gonna have Red Hulk, the leader, like all this stuff, another superhero has to show. Like, I love Captain America. I love my boy Sam, and we're gonna get into the critiques that people haven't already, but I love the boy Sam. But ain't no way in hell you telling me, unless, hey, listen. I could be proven wrong, okay? If Sam Wilson pull up and whooping Red Hulk's ass, like, he does have a weakness that can be exploited, and it's like there's like a threshold of power. He can't go like World Breaker Hulk, like, you know, Bruce Banner can, right? But it's like, yo, your first, like, you know how fucking insane that is? Where it's like, okay, at first in the TV show he gets his shit pushed in by super soldiers or whatever, and then he whooping their asses, but you know, it's kind of like even said, to like him soloing the Hulk is fucking crazy. That's like hey, we know we just made a high school Spider-Man, but he gotta go up against Venom as his first get go. Like, damn, Jesus Christ, can he gotta go up against Carnage like the first day out. It's like, jeez, everybody relax. Like, yo, they threw him to the fire immediately. Like, we got all this shit going on. He's gonna fight 5 villains at once. He gonna whoop all their ass, and this is gonna prove he's the best Captain America. Listen, hey, if this is what they gotta do to make sure y'all root for him, I'm down. I'm 100%. You know what I mean? Listen, but it's just crazy how, like, yeah, the first big villain, you know, if they're building up to like that, if the leader is like the main villain, because we don't really know what the story is, because we don't know who Giancarlo Esposito is playing. I mean, we know who he's playing. He's playing like a villain, but like, is he the main villain? Like, is Red Hulk the main villain? Is the leader the main villain? Or like two of them in the shadows, and then he like fights the Red Hulk and it kind of like ends. You know what I mean? Like, is it alluding to something else? I am looking forward to watching this movie. And the reason why I want to support this movie, and it's like, I don't want to get into politics on the channel. I will never get into politics on the channel because I don't give a damn that much. Only what is prevalent to like the conversation at hand. The whole thing with they reshot this movie so many times because they put in a character that is related to like real world politics in here, and now they rewritten her, but like the actress and all that stuff like that. It's like, it kind of bogged down the hype for this, because like, I want to get super hyped for this movie, and I am. I'm like, I'm going to go see it, you know what I mean? But it's like in the back of my mind, it's like, why did they do this in this movie? Why did they put it in the first Black Captain America movie? Come on now, let's talk about it. Like, damn, like, you can't even, Buddy can't, like, it's always gotta be something. It's always something. And it's like, if this movie underperformed, because there will be like, there is a vocal minority, because Twitter isn't a real place, that will be boycotting this movie because of, like, you know, and that's their morals and that's their right, and they can do whatever they want. But there is a group of people that will boycott this movie because of that thing, which is understandable. And it's like, it sucks, because it's like, this is Anthony Mackie's first big Marvel movie, you know what I mean, solo Marvel movie that he's leading, and then you got Sam Wilson's first big Captain America movie, and it's like, we need to get this on the right foot. And it's like, you're already slipping off the foundation. And it's like, bro, if this thing gets mid, like, that's what my biggest fear is. My biggest fear is this movie being like mediocre, or if it's like, even if it's like, I don't think it'll be bad. I mean, it might be because of the amount of reshoots. Like, if it's like a jumbled mess, that is a big problem. But like, I just don't want it to be mediocre. I need to be at least good, like solid, where you could leave like a Shang-Chi, where it's like, oh, this was very enjoyable. Like, there's some things that I didn't really care about, but it was verified. You had a solid villain, solid protagonist, a good, decent story, and then you got there, enjoyed it the full time, and went home. That is okay. It doesn't have to be Winter Soldier. It doesn't have to be Civil War. It doesn't have to be the greatest superhero movie of all time. It just needs to be good to like above, like good to average, okay? Because you already see it now based off of the line, like, oh, you're Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. There is a segment of people online that are, oh, this is not my Captain America. Hashtag not my Captain America. Okay, there's only one good Captain America. There's only one Captain America. It is Steve Rogers. So it's like, bro, the same group of people that are like, oh, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. He's Miles Morales. And you know, like, come on now. There's only a few, like, come on. Like, let's sit down. Let's look around the room, okay? There's a certain group of people that are like, these characters can never be Captain America. Even though Captain America himself, in canon, Captain America gave up his life. Y'all want a 100-year-old Steve Rogers running around with the shield, throwing it, getting into these big fights, because you don't want Sam Wilson, his trusted buddy that has been there for him through thin and thin, while Bucky was brainwashed. The same group of people. You know what's crazy? If they would have gave Bucky the shield, they would not be complaining. They'd be like, yo, well, Steve said it, so you gotta support it, guys. Like, Steve said it. It's law. What do you mean? Like, Bucky's Captain America. I don't know what you're talking about. But now they gave it to Sam Wilson. I don't know. It's just bad writing. It's just I don't like it. It's like, are you serious, bro? Like, we know what you're talking about. We were familiar with your game. We know what you're talking about. Oh, it's just bad. I don't. Black man, don't like it. Let's be honest here. Can we be honest? That's what it's looking like. It's looking real crazy. That's why I want this movie to prove it. I want it at the end. What I want for this movie is at the end of the movie, I just need these 2 questions answered. Or 2 things proven. Sam Wilson is Captain America. Is like, you know, like you could definitively say like, okay, this is my Captain America. It's kind of like when people are like, they see like castings of certain superheroes and they don't expect. And then at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, this is Batman. You know what I mean? Same thing with Ben Affleck. People were complaining when he first got casted. How the fuck is Ben Affleck Batman? I don't see it. This is one of the worst castings I've ever seen in my life. Went to see Batman v Superman, no matter how you feel about the movie, and say, okay, this is Batman. I can see it. This is great. I don't have to question it. Sam Wilson is Captain America, okay? He's standing on business. He whooping ass. He's not a pushover. Then the second thing is this a great continuation of the Captain America saga, if that makes sense? Like, you know, you still have that feeling of espionage and drama and tension and all that stuff, like a spy thriller the entire time. I think that will also be fire. So those are 2 things I need to have answered or solidified by the end of it, where like you can see also like, is he like the leader, you know what I mean? Because everything he does is gonna be compared to Steve Rogers, whether we like it or not. That's just natural comparisons. You compare it to what was great before. Same thing with like basketball, sports, or whatever. So like, I wonder, will they put him in situations similar to Captain America, to the old Captain America, Steve Rogers, and be like, okay, this is how he went about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they need a leader, someone that could band the people together. And he gave the speeches in Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? He can kick ass, but it's like, we need that defining. When he gave the speeches in the helicarriers in Winter Soldier, where he's like, oh, I know y'all think I'm a futurist, etc., and he's like, I know I'm not on my own, and it, like, you know, make them switch sides and join him at the last second. He needs something like that, where it's like, okay, I can see him leading the Avengers, where it's like, okay, you need someone to look up to, you need someone to direct the troops. We're looking to Sam Wilson. I don't want him to be like a side character in the Avengers, like, you know what I mean? But those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what y'all think. I'll be in the comments down below. Are y'all excited to see this movie? Will I be watching this movie when it comes out? And that's it. Peace.